how to use the WISER 2022 year planner. And of course, we'll also say why we should use it, who should use it, where to use it, when to use it, and what to use it for. So welcome to this video where we explain all about the planner and why you should have it.
My name is Joyce Daniels, and I am a social engineering practitioner. My voice is my tool. For over 14 years, I have served as a professional speaker, presentation skills trainer, mindset and confidence coach, and dedicated nation builder. I have trained over 10,000 individuals on presentation skills, public speaking, and event hosting. On my YouTube channel, my purpose is to transfer my inestimable years of experience to you, my viewer. Welcome to my channel.
The first and most important thing about this planner is that you get to see your entire year at once. Unlike the book planners or journals, or the calendars on the wall, or the virtual calendars on our devices, what happens is we need to punch in and consult before we are able to see the activities that we have imputed. With the book calendar or the book planner, if you don't flip, you don't get to see, right? This is not a journal for keeping past records. No, this is a calendar for planning. And to plan effectively, it is wise to see everything at once. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, write the vision, make it plain, so that anyone who sees it can run with it. So how can we use this? For example, at the Joyce Daniels organization, we have a training at the start of the year, well, in February. So we've written the dates down already for 24th and 25th of February. That is a Thursday and a Friday. Now, this is called Before You Speak training. It is centered around the book that I wrote, Before You Speak, Read This. It's a public speaking training for professionals across the world. So we put that in there. Now, this information helps us see that by the 7th, between the 7th and the 10th, which will be about 14 days away, we should start our marketing, our selling. Or we can even start from 1st of February, knowing that this is about 4 weeks on. So I can come up here and write marketing starts. And then I put an arrow facing down, knowing that the entire February, our job as an organization is to talk about this program and get people to sign in. You see, it's a lot easier to plan because we can see it. Second thing I want us to do, which can actually be the first thing you do, is search public holidays in whatever country you are. I'm in Nigeria, so I'm searching for public holidays in Nigeria. So I see that the 15th of April is Good Friday. I come to April and I put in here Good Friday. Now, what does this do for me? It lets me know that that's a holiday season. It means Easter is that whole weekend of 17, 18, and 19. So I can even write across there and say Easter. This helps me see what to avoid doing in this time of the year. Now, if I don't write it down, chances are I will be unprepared when we get close to that season. Can you see what I mean? Then I can put in other dates like Labor Day, 1st of May, or what we call Workers' Day. The Eid al-Fitr holiday, 2nd to 4th of May. I can put it right there. Democracy Day, Eid al-Adha, the Prophet's birthday, Christmas Day, Independence Day. Those are some important dates to note so that I am not taken unaware. Some of us have planned to host events on days that will turn out to be public holidays, and then we need to start trying to change, right? So you can check national holidays, you can check national days, you can also check international holidays. We have International Women's Day, we have World Health Day, we have International Day of Friendship, International Literacy Day, and more. And you can impute these depending on what your sphere of influence is. So I can decide that I want to do a program to enlighten people about the freedom of press or press freedom. And that day is May 3rd. I might write here, May 3rd, International Press Day. And know that from 2 weeks before, I should start creating awareness for that program, right? Because I can see it all at once. Now, if you have a family, if you have children especially, it's good to put in days that concern them and their academics here. If you have children under the age of, 18, or children who are not yet in tertiary institution, it means you still have Open Day, you have PTA, you have International Day of maybe the African Child, and those are days you want to commit to. Your child might say to you, hey dad, my PTA day, or you get the information from the school, or the Open Day is going to be on say Thursday the 2nd of June. So you write there Open Day, right? You are less likely to forget. But what has happened in the past could be Open Day, 2nd of June. You go into one of your calendars online, Google Calendar or something. You impute it. And somebody else comes to you and says, hey, there's this program that's going to host in Abuja on the 2nd of June. And you go, oh, I'll be there. In fact, let me buy my ticket right now. Forgetting that there is something else that would clash with it. Now, you may still be able to go to Abuja, but this helps you plan how to mitigate the Open Day for your child, or how to mitigate the event in Abuja. If this is making sense to you, write in the comments right now, MS, which stands for make sense, or you might as well just go all out and write make sense. So you can put in the dates that are important to your children, your spouse, your parents, your siblings, depending on what space you are in per time. You can also plan your selling and your marketing more effectively. Now, yesterday I was with a lady whose business is paint production. Her peak time of the year for selling paint is in the dry season in Nigeria, which typically starts about October and might end in February. She said to me she had never really been able to look at it clearly that way. So she knows that if she would sell from October, or let me rephrase that. If people will need her product, the peak time for using paint is usually dry season. Many people don't like to paint their houses during the rainy season, of course, for obvious reasons. So if people will need her paint October to February, it means she should start producing paint, say about May, June, and begin to tell her clients about the benefits of buying paint earlier than October, because it is unfortunately common that in Nigeria, from the embers, from August, September, prices of commodities generally become more expensive. So if she's produced in May, June, and she begins to sell heavily in July, tells everybody, buy your paint, so the paint you use for your house in November, buy now that it is still this price, so by October price will change. So guess what? More people are likely to buy ahead. Why? She's able to see her year at once. She also knows that she cannot afford to take a holiday October, November, December, which is still peak period when people will be buying. So her holiday should be somewhere between April and May, or somewhere between March and May, right? Else she might be fagged out by this time of the year. Now you see why some organizations have their end of year in March. They've seen their year in all, and they know where to put the breaks, put the holidays, and put the heavy lifting, right? So someone will see her in April lounging, chilling, and wondering, why are you chilling in the middle of the year? No, that's not the middle of her year. That's actually the end of her business year. Her business year might start in May and end in March, and so she can take April off. I know this is making sense to you. So when you look at your entire year, you can plan your budget. Say there's a course you want to attend in November, right? See here, for course to attend. How much does a course cost? Say it costs 100,000 naira. How much do you need to put away every month from day one to afford to pay by October? Looking at it, you can tick boxes. You can decide that on the second, you can decide that the this Sunday, this is for Sundays. You can say that every Sunday, this is like every first Sunday, or the first Sunday in every month, you would make a deposit toward this course. So in January, you make your first deposit, you tick. Second deposit, and you keep ticking till you get there. You see, this tool is good for planning. You can plan when to travel, you can plan how to budget, because we can see it all at once. So why do you need the WISER 2022 planner? To make your life in 2022 easier, to plan better. Failure to plan is planning to fail. Who needs this wall planner? Everybody. You can have one for yourself, you can have one for your children, you can have one for your business where you and members of your team can put in important dates and commitments. You can have one for different aspects of your life. If you don't want to use one for your business, you can have one for your business, have one for your personal life, have one for your spiritual life, but you could use all in one at the same time. When should you get it? Now. The moment you see this video, click the link that will come with this video somewhere or is across your screen right now, or the information that you can see right now, and order your planner. I will definitely recommend that you buy the soft copy, depending on wherever you are in the world, and then find a printer close to you to print. We use Flex. This is a Flex material, and I'm writing with a marker or a felt tip, something dark enough for you to see. You can also use a pen, but using a pen will make you write a few times. If I want to write today here and I write TODAY, it's not very clear. I'll need to imprint some more before it's clearer. Just better get a felt tip or a marker. The measurement of this is 4 by 3.6. It is 4 feet by 3.6. Now we made this really big because it's going to be right here in the office. The one I'm using personally in my bedroom is about 2.5 by 2.5. It's much smaller. So depending on your space, you might even want one that fills the whole wall, 6 by 6. It's up to you. The material remains the same. Somebody was asking a question. If somebody buys one soft copy, won't they now print for their friends and print for everyone? I said, well, that's up to you. Let your conscience guide you. Everyone who will be printed for should buy a copy, but I'll leave that to you to decide. Our duty is to provide the infrastructure, the soft copy for you. But if you want to buy the hard copy, I would like us to print it for you, then follow the details given on the screen or below, and then we can make sure we get it to you and you pay for the delivery and all of that. This is the WISER 2022 year planner. We recommended this primarily for members of the WISER community, or we call ourselves WISER Nation or WISERians. WISER Nation members attended the WISER 2021 program, where for 31 days, for about 1.5 hours, or 1 hour, 15 minutes, or sometimes 1 hour, for 31 days, we discussed wisdom for 2022. If you missed the series, do well to click the link that leads you right there. Watch the videos for free so that you take action. You see how to impute some of the decisions we made at WISER 2022, at WISER 2021, so that you can impute into your calendar based on some of the decisions made. We'll be so glad to have you as part of our community. If you have questions, you can ask them at the WISER Nation community, and we'll be glad to respond to you. I know beyond any doubt that this is going to be very helpful to you, as it was helpful to me in 2021. One of the things that I did around my planner, which I would show you that you can do, is sometimes you might need to append some information around your planner. So I have my why, my where, my who, what, when, right? I had them there so that when I'm making decisions about my planning, I would ask, where should this be? So I can even write here that I should spend Easter where? I should spend Easter in Aba. With who? Oh, maybe I should spend it with Shegun. Then I call Shegun. Shegun, would you be available for us to hang out at Easter in Aba? You see, because I'm looking at the guidelines. What would we be talking about? Or when should we start planning? Or why Shegun? You see? So this might be something you would need to do on your planner. So I'm adding a few other post-it notes right here because I want to make a few other points that I need to remember in the course of the year. And if you need to use something with a stronger adhesive, please do so. So I want to remember, say, some of my gifts and talents that I want to trade with in 2022, right? In 2022, I want to remember to trade with my network. So I'm writing there, network, okay? I want to remember to say, put my family first. And yes, somebody might say, do you need to remember it? Yes, because some of us get so busy with work, we forget family. So I write there, family. So that when I am looking at my planning for the year, I'm asking, what do I need to do about my network here? What do I need to do about my family? Have I also imputed any family plans? You know, so what else is important? So you can write a few things around the board if you need to. I think it's very important for me to mention that I got a carpenter to give us a wooden frame to make it easy. You can nail it to the wall, which I don't know, but I think creating a frame just kind of makes it easy, and it was not expensive at all. And even if it was expensive, my destiny is worth it. It's an investment worth having. So get your planner, get a carpenter to create the wood frame or wooden frame for you or whatever frame, and find the best place to put it. Where should you put this up? Put this up in a place you see every day. I have one in my office and I have one in my bedroom by my bed, so that you don't miss the essence of it. If you put it in a part of the house or the office where you can't see every day, chances are you'll defeat the purpose. So keep it where you can see it every day, and possibly the people who are important in your life, your team members, your family members, can also see every day so that they know how to fit in to your schedule. What else would I want you to note about this? Oh yes, I tried wiping off. I would tell you that anything you write on here stays, except you use some sort of alcohol, something with an alcohol base. I used hand sanitizer to wipe off something I wrote here, and it worked. It's not perfect, so maybe there'll be a thinner or something that can help you wipe so that you're not too worried about the permanence of it all. And then again, you can simply cut masking tape and put over it and write on it. You know, so we find ways to create solutions for ourselves as we go along the way. I can't wait to hear of the marvelous things you were able to do better in 2022 because you were able to plan better, see better, and execute better. Bye for now.